Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, home of the OG weekly market updates, where every Monday morning we go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. We do also cover the big Pokemon news, like cards are set to get revealed, and we do have to do the question of the day. Since you guys have been having Mewtwo beat everybody, everybody thought he could beat Thor and Doctor Strange. Can Mewtwo take down the MCU Avengers? Let me know down below. I cannot wait to read these. And I do have to announce the winner from the last giveaway, which is from our vending video, which honestly did terrible view-wise. Please go check that out. And we do a giveaway every single vending video. But the winner is at Rob Kelly 2019. Shoot me an email or hit me up on Instagram. I'll get those cards sent out to you. And we do have to give a quick thanks to our video sponsor, and that is Arizona TCG. If you guys got a bunch of slabs you're looking to sell, could be PSA, CGC, Beckett, Tag, could be Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, it does not matter. Definitely check out Arizona TCG, one of the best price consignment services in the game, and people trust them with some of the rarest cards. They're going to take professional scans, then they're going to post it to their massive weekly eBay auctions. You can change it to buy it now. You do have full control, so definitely check them out. I'll have all the links in the description. Then, of course, if you guys want to try out PSA for your first time, click the link. Use the code BEARD25. You get $25 off your first submission. And you just got to use a new email for that every time. And then also, if you guys want to try out Tag for your first time, click the link. Use the code BEARD102. You get 10% off your first submission. And if you guys could do me another massive favor and download the FANATICS Collect app and go to Collect Originals and type in Pokebeard and give me a follow there. You guys can watch my Market Mondays and Falling Fridays hours before I post them on YouTube completely for free. And I'm actually live in the chat. And we do giveaways and everything. So it's a ton of fun. Of all the links in the description. But all right, let's get into it. We have celebrations. So we're going to check the regular ETB. Kind of leveling out. Last sold 458, 442, and 497, but most at 450. And the premium figure collection Pikachu VMAX box is 293. I think we had some sales over 300. Got to check the UPC. Last sold 1339, 1300, 1340, 1290. So finally starting to move again. And Pokemon Center ETB also slowly climbing. Last sold 625, 564, and 600. A couple more at 599 and another one at 625. Next, we have Evolving Skies. So the Umbreon ETB, regular one, last sold pretty much all right around $590. We got one low one at $550, and we got one high one at $660. And of course, the non-Umbreon one, market price is $534. That one's a little bit cheaper. And the booster box, I think, is technically going down in price still. It was at $27. Now last sold $25.50. Quite a few at $25.50. We even got one at $2,400. Next, Crown, Zenith, regular ETB, market price $335. Technically going down. It was at $345. Yeah, we even got a couple sales here at $327. So we got 16 of them at $349. Good chunk of money. Booster bundle market price $211. Sea and Sky Premium Collection market price $360. And my Galarian Moltres tin market price $140. And we got to check the Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold for this one $591, $625, and $650. We got one high one at $694, but that was a while ago. Not a ton of sales for this box at all. Maybe one a week, honestly. Next, 151. So regular ETB, bouncing back a little bit. Last sold $679, $640, and $615. Another one here at $639, $610. One at $570. UPC still dropping in price. Market price $940. That thing was at like $1,300. That is just crazy. But the Pokemon Center ETB bounced back. Last sold $1,400, $1,575. Another one at $1,405. Next, Prismatic Evolutions, regular ETB market price right around $175. We got the SPC chilling right around $300. Mini Tin Display $255. And Pokemon Center ETB bouncing back a little bit. Last sold $460, $490, $499, $519. And another one at $505. Not a ton of sales for this box either. Let's see. Average daily sold is 1. So yeah, that is not a ton. Next, Destined Rivals. ETB's dropping in price. Market price $167. We're definitely going to have the busiest Falling Friday we've had in a long time this week. So definitely check that out. Booster box is also dropping in price. That was at about $640. We got sales now at $550. Check the Pokemon Center ETB also dropping in price. Last sold for this one, $522, $510, and $490. Stupid pop-up ads. Anything else? Booster bundle, market price $83. Next, Ascended Heroes, regular ETB, market price $173. And the Pokemon Center ETB, still not really going up. Last sold $469, $472, and $448. And anything else moving? $163. Everything's about the same. All right, let's get into it. We have the Brilliant Stars booster box. Was at $568. Now $649, $648, and $639. And Vivid Voltage, still doing good. Was at $289. Last sold $344, $345, $319. And Perfect Order got down to $199. Now $228, $229, and $226. Yeah, that's how we'll be able to actually tell if like the market is like truly crashing, is if these boxes get anywhere close to MSRP. Like if Perfect Order was $160 right now, then it'd be like, all right, stuff can definitely come down in price. But I mean, if Perfect Order is still $230 a box, I'm not too worried. Next, we have the Mega Evolution Enhanced Booster Box. Was at $285. Now $318, $315, and $329. Next, Obsidian Flames. So it's a $350 box. Now $395, $415, and $385. And we got some ETBs, not a ton of them, but we got the regular Phantasmal Flames. Was at $120. Now $165, $162, and $149. And we have the White Flare Pokemon Center ETB finally catching up to the Black Bolt. Was at $218. Now $273, $279, and $260. And we got one at $280 and $250. All right, next we're going to check out some of the pre-sale prices for the 30th Celebration Collection. This is the Ditto box. So we got one sale at $483, $484, $499, and another one at $499. Next, we have the ETB. On TCG Player, we got a lot of sales actually. Started off right around $380 and $390. Now they are selling for right around $290. And here is the UPCs. We have two different UPCs, which is just crazy. Can't believe they did that. Last sold for this one, this is the Night one, $999, $1,050, $1,200, $1,394, $1,479, and $1,480. Not a ton of sales. We got like 6 sales. And here is the Light one. Going to be right around the same price. Last sold $1,100, $1,468, and $1,475. That one only has 4 sales. But if we actually check out the recently sold, prices are a little bit different on eBay. We're on 130 point, which shows the actual prices of what stuff sells on eBay. So we got a ton of sales here for $230, $240. We got one at $126, another one at $102, $225, $275. One at $269, $195, $182. A bunch of these are on auctions. A bunch of these are fixed prices. So definitely a little bit cheaper than what we're seeing on TCG Player. And same thing with the UPCs. So here is the Night one. We got the Umbreon one. Last sold was $660. Before that was $757. And we didn't have any of the Light ones actually selling on eBay yet, but definitely a little bit cheaper. So do not pay those TCG Player prices. That is just insane. At least wait to see if you can actually get that pre-order locked in. All right, we are getting to some cards now. So we have the Cast Form Sunny Form from Surging Sparks. This was a $6 card. We got sales now at $9 and $10. Next, we have the Blitzel from Paradox Rift. Was a $6 card. Now last sold $11 and $10. And we have the Applin. Was a $7 card. We got sales now at $11 and $12. Next, we got the Archeops. This was a $7 card. Now $18, $14, and $15. Every card from White Flare and Black Bolt is just going insane. Next, we have the Swanna from White Flare. Was a $9 card. Now $15 and $14. Next, the Lampent, also from White Flare, was at $10. Now $21, $19, and we got a lightly played at $23, which makes no sense. And we got the Paldean Tauros from Paldea Evolved. Was a $13 card. Now we got sales at $16, $24, and $23. Next, the Deerling. Such a nice card if you really look at it. A little hard to tell online, but in person, it's really nice. Was at $14. Now we got sales at $22 and $23. Next, we got the Magby from Paradox Rift. Was at $16. Now $19, $23, and $28. Wow. Next, we have the Kling Klang from Black Bolt. Was at $21. Now $40, $32, $33, and $31. I swear it's like people are just going to do buyouts of a lot of these cards, because here's the thing. If you really look, there's not a ton of these on TCG Player. There's 33 of these. So what they're doing is they're finding some of the cheapest Black Bolt and White Flare cards that has, not a ton of copies. They buy them out, and then they just raise the prices, and they go up in price. Next, we have the Heracross from Paldea. This was at 22. Now, 37 for lightly played, otherwise 41. A bunch at 35 for near mint. I don't know why people are paying, near mint prices for lightly played. And a couple more in the low 40s. Next, we have the Tepig from White Flare. Was at 20. Now, 40, 39, 42, and 44. Next, the Metagross from Temporal Forces was at $25. Now we got sales at 40, 39, and 49. Next, we have the Dwebble, another Black Bolt card, was at 26. Now 62, 80, 65, 67, 79. But I promise you, a lot of these illustration rares are going to just drop completely in price. Just give it a little bit more time. So I would not be buying like any illustration rares right now. Next, we have the Zoroark from White Flare, was at 47. Now 77, 80. We got one at 129, another one at 85. I feel like this card maybe deserves it. It's absolutely beautiful. Pretty popular Pokemon. I think it's pretty sick. Next, we got some SIRs. Not a ton, honestly. We have the Chen Pao, one of my favorites of the new gen, was at 22. Now last sold 29, 33, and 39. Next, we have the Chi Yu, another Gen 9 legendary, was at 46. Somebody got 10 of them at 59, a couple at 53, and one at 49. Next, we got the Hydreigon from White Flare, was at $70. Now 90, 86, 87, got one at 92. Next, the Flareon EX SIR from Prismatic, finally catching up with the others, was at 177. Now last sold 213, 250, and 220. Next, the Vaporeon was at 219. Now 292, 332, and 330. And we got the Rayquaza Amazing Rare. This was at $17, but if we check 1 year ago, this was at $8, and it used to be a $5 card. Now last sold 32, 31, 29, and 35. All right, and last on the list, we're going to be checking out some brand new Pitch Black cards. So we have the illustration rares right here for English. So we got the Bastodon, $11, Goldeen, $30, Slowbro, 38. We got another Goldeen at 20, Slowbro at 40, Manectric at 20, Bastodon at 13. Who else we got? We got Fomantis at 14. Got the Savella at 19, the Armarouge at 27. Looks like we got a lot here with a ton of the illustration rares, sold for $148. We got the Misty's Vitality at 63. Anything else that we are not seeing here that looks new? We got the Toucanon at 29. All right, we're going to end on some SIRs. So we got the Mega Darkrai, 520. Another one here at 750. We got the Morpeko at 199. Another Darkrai at 750. Here we got the Mega Zora at $150. We got a Darkrai at 920 on auction. That's crazy. And that's Japanese at 35. Another Morpeko at 199. A bunch of those Zoras, one at 107, 157, and 120. So yeah, very, very small set. I wish they would just give us a little bit bigger of a set, so that way we got better variety of Pokemon. But I don't know. Let me know down below your guys' favorite card from this set. It's pretty tough. The Darkrai is pretty cool, but I think I'm going to go with Zorora as my favorite. That card just looks epic. Then for illustration rares, that Goldeen is very clean. You guys know I love that clean, simple art, but I have a feeling the Slowbro will eventually be the most expensive card just because of that goofy, goofy face. But yeah, you never know. Oh, and I almost forgot too that I'll be vending this weekend at Trading Card Con, July 10th through the 12th with Coop, Beard Dad, Norvalax, all that. And you can use the code POKERBEARD to receive $5 off your tickets. But I'm driving 20 hours, never been to Texas, not excited for the heat. But I'll be bringing all my life-size statues. I even got a brand new Mimikyu and Pikachu you guys can come hold and take pictures with. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Then also Saturday night, we got some really good UFC fights. Conor McGregor, Patty. So I'm looking for, somewhere fun to go watch the fights and hang out with everybody. So let me know where we should go. I'm totally down. But all right, that was this week's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys like this content, want to stay ahead of the market, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, Check out my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube membership, all that. You guys know what to do. You guys are the absolute best. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys want to watch my newest vending video, you can click the one above. Otherwise, if you guys want to watch all of my other vending videos, I have an entire playlist with all of them. So definitely check that out. But all right, we'll see you next time.